Well, good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. It is a great Monday. Clyde has the day off. So, Allie, what is it?
It is a ladies edition of Cincy Lifestyle. Talk about a great way to start the week. I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion.
Oh, it is a great way to start the week. And you know what? There's another reason why. It is National Thrift Shop Day. Yes.
This is your favorite day of the year.
I know. Yeah, for me, it is every day of the year. But do you have, I love thrift shopping. And I especially love thrift shopping where it's a cause involved. So like St. Vincent de Paul and Goodwill and places like that where you could also do good for someone else. But do you have a favorite find that you've ever found in a thrift shop?
Yeah, so typically when I go thrift shopping, I usually am looking for a specific item of clothing. I don't know why, but flannel tends to be that. And I have this secret, so to speak, or strategy when I go, and if I'm looking for a dress, because I'm so tall, I will walk down the aisle and I will see if the dresses are touching the floor or how long they are, and then that's my strategy and tip of finding a dress that might fit. So those tend to be my favorite items that I find. What about you?
I'm just going to quickly say my favorite find was a Donna Karan blazer that I got for $8. All the tags on it. It was brand new, and the tag said it cost $399, and I got it for $8. Love it. You can't beat that, Allie.
That is a steal, Mona. I had that happen once too with a blazer. But I will say this week also is the start of Burger Week. This is one of my favorite weeks of the year. We're talking $6 burgers, more than 60 participating restaurants in the tri-state. So this is where you go and you pick up a passport, and it's an opportunity to try a lot of different places. I know I am eyeing that photo on the screen right now. It's from Street City Pub, and that's downtown. It's on a pretzel bun, and there's a spicy mayo. So that's going to be where I'm going. I'm not sure if you're going to be participating, but what is your burger of choice?
You know, I love a veggie burger. I love it. Well, because I have become what I call a bacon pescatarian. That means I eat bacon and fish. Everything else is vegetable.
You're trying to go the lean route.
So I'll be enjoying a bacon veggie burger this week.
Oh, okay. I can get on board. I can get on board.
And you know what, Allie, a little later on in the show, we'll help you create some mouth-watering food and spice combinations to help you preserve Grandma's old love letters. But first, we start with the beloved wonton.
Okay, so right now I'm here with Dora. We are at Findlay Kitchen. She is the owner of Yee Mama, and we are about to make some wontons, and she's gonna tell me all of her secrets. Maybe not all of them.
Some of them, maybe.
Some of them. Okay, let's do this. Yee Mama is a weekly pop-up shop serving up traditional Cantonese wontons out of Over the Rhine's incubator kitchen. Every week, Dora makes roughly a variety of 500 wontons from scratch, all starting with fresh, basic ingredients. And today, we're making the classic shrimp and pork.
We have some hot oil here. So what I do is to pour a little bit.
Hot oil in the,
So you hear the seasoning. And then what we're going to do next is to combine. And then this is when I start to season it. And that will be the part that I don't tell you.
All right, that's fine. We'll see if my taste buds can figure it out, which I know they won't be able to.
I mean, like in Cantonese cooking, we always use the same thing. You just like different amount: sugar, salt, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, scallion.
So where are we now?
So I have mixed all the filling together, and here is the fun part. And it's kind of the old school way to do it. So I would like smash this. What you're trying to do is to create a better texture, because if you don't smash it, it would just be more kind of like, Italian meatballs. But I want the texture to be firmer and a little bit bouncier. We'll have a wrapper, and then you put some filling in the middle. And then I will bring a big chunk of shrimp.
Oh.
And then we have to use some water to seal it. So this is a traditional pleat. We do a couple types of pleat. After we finish wrapping the wontons, we will flash freeze them so that they don't stick together when I put them in the container. Okay. So when you take it home, behind the label here, the cooking instructions, what you want to do is to bring the water to a boil, and then you add the frozen wonton. So after 7 to 8 minutes, when you see they are floating, then you know the wontons are ready.
Floating.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we are getting there.
They look like little brains.
Yeah. Try to eat the whole thing in one bite.
The whole thing in one bite. Got it. All right. Fresh wonton. Wow, that is fresh. And it is so light. Mm-hmm. You aren't kidding that it is so different from a pot sticker.
Right.
Or it's not heavy. Mm-hmm. Yee Mama. Well, Dora, thank you so much. This was an absolute blast. And check out Yee Mama on Instagram, Facebook, all the above.
Yes, we are on all the social. Yeah.
Awesome.
So our web shop opens on Sunday at noon, and then you pick up at Findlay Kitchen on Wednesday, 4 to 6 p.m.
Awesome. Oh, Dora, thank you so much.
Allie, you get all the good assignments. All right, so they look delicious. How do they taste?
Oh my gosh, they were incredible. And when I made that comment of they were very light, they are very, very light. So when you think of something like a pot sticker or a dumpling at any of the other, traditional Chinese joints that you might stop in, those are much heavier in the breading and on the coating on the outside. So the wontons are very, very paper thin, and you could taste the freshness of the ingredients because number one, she uses very minimal ingredients and fresh from the garden. So they were excellent.
Okay, so all right, what's the difference between the wonton, the dumpling, and those other pot stickers? Yeah, that's what they're called. What's the difference?
That's a great question because I had asked that question as well. And Dora is originally from Hong Kong, so when she was saying when she moved here to Cincinnati and really in Columbus too, because she spent some time in Columbus, that it was really hard to find the authentic Cantonese wonton. And it goes back to what I had said before, that it's a thinness, it's a freshness, it's the outer layering that those dumplings and those pot stickers are much thicker and heavier, and they're usually steamed or pan fried, whereas the wonton is also boiled. And keep in mind too, she also offers usually 5 or 6 different varieties a week. And her full-time job is she's a professor at UC. So this is just kind of a fun little side pop-up shop for her. So if you're looking to order these wontons, you're going to need to log on Sunday when they go up online on sale because they sell out so quickly. And then you pick them up on Wednesday from the Findlay Kitchen. And then you make them at home for yourself or your family.
All right. Very good. That looks good. Hey, Allie, when you were eating it whole, I was going like this. I wanted to eat it with you.
Why do I feel like everybody in the sound booth was doing the same thing too?
Great story. Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.
Are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or even smoking, you need to pay attention to our next guest. She says a whiter smile can take years off your appearance. And I want to welcome our guest and our friend, Stephanie Yacoli, and she's here to show us an easy way to look younger, healthier, and feel more confident. Thank you for talking to us today, Stephanie. All right, so you have an important test you'd like to share with our viewers about their smile, so tell us about it.
That's right. It's no secret. The first thing people notice when they see you is your smile, and this test really proved that. We asked a panel of people who they'd rather kiss, and we showed them, as you're seeing, the exact same photographs side by side, just digitally altered. So the only difference is that white smile against the yellow stained teeth, and it's just amazing how much it transforms you. Instantly makes you more attractive, more young, and even more healthy. So who doesn't want that? And of course, 100% of the men and women we asked said hands down they'd rather kiss the one with the white smile. So it can certainly improve your love life too.
Well, we're all for that. Well, it also shows that yellow teeth can really not only affect your looks, but even your health.
It's very true. You know, you're going to get a beautiful bright white smile with Power Swabs. I love this product because it literally works in 5 minutes, and it's not just whitening your teeth. It has a patent technology to physically lift and remove stains. And it's so easy. You just pop the swab open and in a circular motion apply to your teeth for 2 minutes. Step one's removing those stains, you know, caused by coffee, chocolate, red wine, you know. These all cause, you know, stains, but you don't need to give up your morning coffee. Keep it because Power Swabs is removing those stains. We're also rehydrating the enamel, clinically proven to cause 0 to minimal sensitivity by rehydrating the enamel. Biggest game changer for me when it comes to teeth whitening. And then you let that set for 30 seconds. You go right into step 2, same process. You just pop the swab open and in a circular motion apply to your teeth. Super easy.
All right, and Stephanie, you've got a great deal for us today. Talk about it.
Yes, you're going to save 40% off plus free shipping by getting the 7-day Power Swabs kit. And you're going to see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth just after that first 5-minute application, an average of 6 shades over the course of the 7-day kit. We're also throwing in a free stain out quick stick, which is awesome because you can expect your pearly whites to last up to 6 months. But throughout those 6 months, use the stain out quick stick for little touch-ups here and there. And this is awesome because it's portable. You can put this in your purse, your pocket, travel with it wherever you go. And Power Swabs, by the way, works on caps, veneers. Unlike most teeth whitening systems, you can use it on bonds, you know, any kind of dental work. Normally, you'd have to go to the dentist's office, but you can use Power Swabs right at home.
All right, where can people get more information, Stephanie?
Powerswabs.com or call the number on the screen to get that special offer.
All right, sounds good. Stephanie, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, it's a classic combination, spices and grilling season. We'll introduce you to a local business owner who is helping improve the taste of your dinner, one spice at a time. Then, whether it's grandma's love letters or a priceless print, we know someone who can help conserve that piece of history. We'll tell you more about strange stock art conservation and how she has helped hundreds of people with their paper treasures. All that and so much more in a few minutes.
Welcome back. Well, meat and vegetables on their own are nice, but they transform when you add things like salt, garlic, oregano, and other seasonings. It's that transformation that a local spice company wants to help you achieve. And to tell us more, I want to welcome Drew Brown, the owner of Spice Spice Baby. Thanks so much for talking to us, Drew. And
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, tell us why you wanted to get into the spice business.
Well, it's really just a very selfish thing. I was having, as a professional chef for about the last 20 years or so, I was going to the grocery store. I was buying spices off the rack there, and they just weren't up to the quality that we use in the restaurant business. They've been kind of sitting on the spice shelf there for somewhere between 1 and 3 years, and they lose their potency, they lose their kick. And I just knew that there was better options out there. So, you know, my wife and I, Debbie, decided we made a very small investment, brought in some spices, and I started blending some spices and rubs to take to local farmers markets and to start to sell our wares.
Wow. Okay, you talk about combining some spices, but you've got things like Ragin' Cajun and Texas two-step. So how do you come up with these combinations?
Well, being a chef for the last 25 years or so, you come up with signature rubs and signature blends. The Ragin' Cajun, for instance, is a really good classic Creole seasoning, used great for blackening, things like fish and shrimp and chicken and things like that. But the names we just come up with to amuse ourselves more than anything else, and we're really glad that other people kind of find them funny as well. Texas Two-Step was a result of us putting a contest out on Facebook to name our Texas barbecue rub. And I wanted to do a Texas barbecue rub after Debbie and I went to Austin and visited there, and we had barbecue at all the famous Texas barbecue joints in Austin, and I was just inspired to create a new rub, and we put it out there, and Texas Two-Step won the competition.
You know, that is such a great name. That is really fun. All right, so it's grilling season, so what spices would you pair with things like ribs, steak, or grilled vegetables?
Yeah, so ribs and steak. Ribs, obviously, we have 4 different barbecue rubs. They're all regional. We've got a Memphis dry rub called Elvis Left the Smoker, which is one of our more popular rubs. I've got a Kansas City rub. Barbecue kind of runs in my veins. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I've got a Kansas City rub called KC and the Sunshine Rub. So, you know, you can't go wrong on ribs with a nice rub and then paired with a good barbecue sauce. Steaks, you know, we have 3 or 4 different steak seasonings, but at the end of the day, what protein really needs is salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Those 4 things, you start with that combination and you kind of build from there. You're going to end up with a really nice seasoning for your steaks. That works with chicken and almost all proteins. And then for vegetables, you know, grilled vegetables are a great way to try something new and different. You know, you're not investing a lot of money or time like you would maybe with a protein, but with a vegetable, it's maybe a good starter for a spice like za'atar, which is a Israeli seasoning, or shawarma, which is another Middle Eastern seasoning. These are all kind of great rubs to start with when you're doing grilled vegetables. We do have a vegetable rub called Eat Your Veggies, and people love it. It's a great way they put the jar out on the table and convince their kids that this is a good way to enjoy your veggies.
That sounds good. Wow, good strategy there, Drew. All right, so how can people connect with you and pick up some of your spices?
Well, we're at many, many farmers markets. We're at the Blue Ash Farmers Market, Montgomery Farmers Market, Reading Farmers Market. Most importantly, you can go to our website, Spice Spice Baby Cincinnati.com. There's a calendar of where we are, and there's also the locations. We're in many, many butchers and meat, little grocery stores and local farmer stands and things like that around the tri-state. You can find us at those places year-round.
All right, Drew. Thank you so much for talking to us today. Love your sense of humor. Allie?
All right, thank you.
And is 10:30 too early to fire up the grill? I'm not really sure. Well, chances are you have some kind of paper you would like to preserve for generations. Whether it's your child's drawings or grandma's love letters, there's one place, though, that's able to make sure they last for decades. We went behind the scenes of strange stock art conservation to see how pieces are saved. Take a look.
So Strange Stock Art Conservation is a full-service conservation lab in Covington, Kentucky that treats all works on paper and photographic materials. I've been a professional conservator for almost 15 years. I have everything from historical documents to paintings on paper, all manner of photographs from the 19th and 20th century. I usually say that I work on everything from Andy Warhol's to Uncle Andy's childhood drawings. My favorite part about my job is I get to come in for a lab that I have built from the ground up, and I take a lot of pride in what I've done to set up and accomplish my small business, but I love never knowing actually what is going to walk through the door. Every day is a surprise and a challenge, and I'm really fortunate to love what I do for a living. Paper is, it's an incredibly fragile material, but it's also very strong, which is why I get to see pieces, from the 9th and 10th century that come in. But it's really all manner of things. I'll work on board games, which are a really kind of like crummy cardboard material, to some of the nicest handmade papers from the 19th century. Really, so much of my job is actually troubleshooting what came before me. So much of the time that I actually spend with pieces is really investigating them, looking into them, doing actual research, and then any kind of scientific analysis that's necessary for them to really understand what needs to be done to the pieces. You actually have to understand what you're working with. We're really lucky because this is a 2,300 square foot lab, recently renovated, and it has a museum called high-quality lighting, fire suppression systems, alarm, and art storage. Some of the pieces here to actually work on the objects that come through the door, we have a 19th century board shear, a 1,400-pound standing press from the 1920s, and a suction table, a custom oversized sink, and a wealth of flat surfaces to work on large pieces. Some of the most memorable pieces so far, what actually just left the lab were a series of objects from the Wright brothers archives, and so not only does it have regional importance, but also such a global impact. So that was quite mind-blowing to be able to work on those pieces. I mean, the company motto is "Save what you love," and that really, is that an important historical document, or are those grandma's love letters? I mean, it's such a range, and if somebody finds it important, then I'm willing and really excited to help save those items, because if they've lasted this long, let's help make them last the next 100 years.
It's a beautiful day, and it's going to be mostly sunny today. High about 84, but a small chance of rain like after 6. So get all your outside fun in. It's going to be a good day.
It is a beautiful day. I'm looking outside right now. My neighbors are doing some construction, hoping that you guys can't hear that. And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle tomorrow, join us as we take a tour of a gorgeous Northern Kentucky house. It's called the Bricky House. We'll point out some beautiful designs and murals by this local artist.
And then we'll introduce you to a Cincinnati native and brain tumor survivor. He will be here, and we'll talk to his neurosurgeon as well. All that tomorrow on Cincy Lifestyle. And reach out to us. You know we love hearing from you.
And that's Cincy Lifestyle. Make it a great day.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, make it a great day.